Well, I'm part of Eddie's. I'm the script writing division, so you know, Graham. I I I write Eddie's stories. You know, I make sure, and I
Yeah.
go with his idea. Like it's very cooperative. You know, Eddie gives me like the idea, like why I want this, and I just expand on it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not that really good with coding. Math scares me.
Math
Yeah,
scares
like
you? Is that what you said?
Hmm.
math.
Math
Yeah.
scares me.
Now the thing is that with
You know when I helped with
blueprints,
my
it's
homework
like
problem?
you gotta understand the
No,
coding
throw away that
language.
heritage in it.
You gotta know what C++ is in order to do strings and events inside a blueprint.
Well, yes and no. I mean, Blueprint doesn't really require uh, knowledge of C++ more so than knowledge of basic programming structure.
That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
have
C++
to have some
is a
kind.
very, it's a different beast entirely than scripting. But the same programming mindset and structure goes into the to each
Well,
of
I
those.
heard I heard that Blueprint uses C. But it's a visual scripting.
It uses more C sharp, I'd say.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
okay.
I mean, you don't really need to like C. You don't really. It's a much more like you have to manage a lot more stuff in C, and you don't really get access to like classes and things like that.
Yeah.
Whereas C plus plus and C sharp, like you actually get all the nice things that go along with them. Like you start to get into like auto management of variables and memory leaks and stuff like that. Not entirely. You still have to take care of your own stuff generally, but it's a better about doing some of the work for you in that respect. Also,
Eddie slowly writes down notes as Graham talks.
uh,
No, no, no. I'm
also
listening.
in C sharp, I don't know this for certain because I've only used C sharp for like a little while, but they you don't really have to deal as much with like pointers and references that you very much have to deal with in C and C++
Yeah.
because it's all managed in the background.
Da da da.
I was gonna look into doing SQL too, but
Yeah.
I started learning that. But that's more for
Sorry to
like
interrupt.
databases.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting, but Graham, I was just wondering.
Yo.
For our wounds in the game, like, can we rest and they'll heal, or I need to legitimately medic myself?
Uh. Yes. I mean,
For
we're
what?
assuming you guys are going to have a chance to rest at some point.
Oh,
Graham, you never thought
I'm just
about
saying.
making a game by yourself?
I have. I've actually played around with making a couple games by myself back a
if
couple
you need a
years back.
script writer, Graham, just give me a call.
But I just never really had the time to like finish it or do as much of it as I wanted, and then I didn't. And then like anytime I had the time to really work on it, I never had an artist that could give me assets I needed.
See, that's what
So-
I can do though. That's
Well,
what I can do.
How are you at 3D modeling?
I look, I'm
He's
gonna be
pretty good.
100. I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not the best guy out there, and
Yeah.
to be honest with you, I would have to do new work because I don't have none of my old shit anymore that
Yeah.
I did. But I'm pretty decent, bro.
Yeah. Well, that
And
was
I
all.
can texture. I know how to UV wrap.
Yeah.
I know how to do all that stuff.
Well, this was all before we had a kid, so since then I don't have any time.
Jeanette's face, I saw her reaction to that.
Huh?
I had
You just saw Jeanette's face when you said that.
Oh, I mean, it's true. We hardly have any time to ourselves these days.
You had to like bob your head to the left or to the right, camera wise.
Yeah.
Just bobbing. I'll just keep bobbing my head. That's all I'm doing.
Yep, just bobbing.
Do some of this.
So that's how
I
you
had,
feel about
like-
Graham?
I had like a couple ideas, Graham. Like
Yeah.
one of them, like
Well, hold on.
the-
What
the
did
one-
Jeremiah say?
Huh?
What'd you say, Jeremiah?
No. When Jeanette says she just bobs her head, I said like she's like just bobbing her hair like that's how you feel, Graham. I was
Oh
like,
yeah. Sorry,
No,
Eddie.
but it was
You
like
said
that.
you had a
No, I was
couple ideas.
agreeing. I was agreeing with Graham.
If you have ideas, I mean, that's fine. Like totally keep on them, keep on working on yourself, or do whatever you want. I mean, I know a guy who doesn't care at all about ideas. He tells everybody his ideas because,
I don't care. I don't care about my ideas. Like I'm not. If anybody could make it happen, that would be awesome. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? the thing with my end is that like I can make like level blueprints. I know how to use blueprints to like trigger actions like turning on and off a light or like
Oh yeah.
anything like
Yep.
simple stuff. But when it comes to like putting all the mechanics together or even making it work, even button mapping was like a problem for me at first. Like, because you have to visually script that too. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like that part was
Sound
daunting.
is
But the art stuff, oh man, that's my favorite. Like level design, I'm really good at that.
I don't hear my own.
Character creation and even making particles
like-
and stuff like that.
It's
Yeah.
like,
But
Sorry, I'm cleaning off my desk. That's what the hissing was. I got
you're-
canned air.
he's hissing at
That's
me.
all right. We all got canned air here.
Yeah.
If you have your own
Um,
PC, you need to
I
have a
spent
canned air
like
to put-
I spent like $400 in assets in the
Wow.
Unreal store,
Jesus.
and I have
Oh,
I have the
that's
assets.
There's like a lot of them.
I mean, there's not that much. It's not as big as Unity store. Nowhere
Yeah.
close.
Well, you put a lot of money into it though, so.
Their stuff is better quality stuff, though. I'll tell you that. But anyways, I had like two ideas. One idea, which was what Jeremiah was talking about, was that I wanted to do like 5v5, right? Like imagine what Evolve is, right?
Uh-huh.
But instead of like 5 versus 1, it's like 5v5. Like let's bring it back to even Left 4 Dead, something like that, right? But way more next gen than Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead's like the base, right?
Yeah.
And you know how you had the zombies on one side and you had the survivors on the other side, and the whole point was the survivors had to get to the next safe house, and you were constantly hopping from safe house to safe house, right?
Mhm.
Well, let's take those safe houses out and let's put them where they're like objectives, right? Like maybe an objective would be that you had to go in there and scramble their security systems to give you enough time to be able to plant a bomb to take out one of the walls. So it would be literally like a MOBA where there's a core on each side and you guys are trying to push to each other's core, but it'd be a first person action shooter game. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it was gonna be like the Immortals versus the Vampire Hunters versus the vampires. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
And in a modern day setting. But that was one idea, and the other one was I wanted to because I've always wanted like a Pokemon game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like on consoles or like PC, where it was like, but in 3D, not like the 2D sprites and shit. And I always wanted to make it more mature. Like maybe instead of like fucking little cute Pokemon, they're like fucking cool looking like demons and monsters and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it would be more instead of the turn-based rock paper scissors, it would kind of be the same scenario, but the mechanics would be rock paper scissors real time. So it would be moves that cancel out other moves. Like I don't know how I would explain it to you. You'd have to like see it in my head. But like let's say it was like a water demon versus a fire demon. You feel what I'm saying?
Shoot,
Off
sir.
rip, you already know that water's gonna win. So then it'd be active. So literally you could switch between your party like on the fly. You know what I'm saying? But the actual trainer would be fighting the other trainer at the same time. And Noel brought up a good point. I was like, how would you be able to control all of that at the same time? And I was like, well, it would just be like where they're like pets. You know what I'm saying?
Graham
Yeah.
needs to add Tui to the chat. He's
that-
not in
that-
the.
Oh.
I
Right
don't
in
have
the
him in
Skype.
Skype.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah. What's his thing? What's his name again?
I don't even, Chewy's real name is like what? Jose something?
I don't know that I have him.
Me
Oh, there we
neither.
go.
I sent him a friend request, but this man don't understand.
Add to contacts. Send. All right, I got him. Do we have a Noel or a Kitty? Nope.
Free.
Okay.
Well, because my name's long, that's why I felt dumb for a minute.
Eddie, you're not in the roll 20 yet.
Yeah, I just clicked it. It's loading right now.
What
Damn,
was I
bro.
asking, Graham? Graham, did my answer to the question of the week about space things count?
Yeah, that was good. That was the. That
No,
was
no,
the-
not last time on that. The other one about what Ares had heard about, stories from his clan about randomly jumping, and then it goes off to like a small little paragraph about situations that he'd gone into and all that. I sent it to you.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to find it. I remember you sent it to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say because my question.
Here we go. Here we go. I see it.
I'm
It's
a
like-
robot.
Yeah, I programmed you.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be able to tell you about the blind hyperspace.
Well, you would be
stuff.
able to because remember before we met Lando, we had been together for a while, so you could have heard something while like I
Well,
was random.
You can also come at it from the angle of, since you're a robot, you have been connected to the internet at some point. What is some of the database, entries you've logged that involve
Yeah, you're right.
blind jumping? Like, everything. You can come up with an answer. In
So,
any
Graham,
case.
how's it looking for me?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Yeah. Am I supposed
All
to email this shit back to you?
Yes.
I'm an idiot.
Or you can
All
just
right,
tell me
that's-
now.
That's 2 XP, Graham.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you like how as soon as I start offering XP for this shit, you guys are all like, here's my answer.
Oh no, I mean,
I gave it to you ahead of time, Graham. You know that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Graham,
Right
Graham,
when you posted
you-
it, you got an email right from me.
Listen,
No,
I'm not
right.
complaining about your dungeon masterness because you are the man. But I'm just saying the XP is scarce, brother. And you've seen what happened when nobody's equipped for the situations that
Yeah.
you throw us in.
Well,
Oh yeah.
the XP is scarce because there's a lot of sources to get it. Oh, I didn't give you guys XP for the last session, did I?
Yes. No, you did not.
No, you did not.
Did I not? Her Jeanette has it written down.
I did. Give the skills,
Yes,
though,
I gave you guys 2 experience last week. Thank you,
Graham.
Jeanette.
Let
We
me
almost
double check
died,
that.
Graham.
Yeah, so easy way to keep track of all this, like Jeanette is doing, is keeping it in her notes on her character sheet. She just logs down whenever she gets experience and whenever she spends it.
And in
Um,
general,
I-
when I go to the
I
next
have
line,
track of my gold and my skills and how I spent it. But,
Yeah.
I have a book, my roleplay book that